Phones on silent, please. Thank you. Good evening, members of the media. Thank you for joining us at this post-match presser with Hollywood Red Sharks coach Iohn Plumtree. The floor is now open for questions. I'm going to start on the floor and then go online should there be any questions.
Coach, what an occasion, finally getting one over the Stormers. You must be happy with the results, but some little moments there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the headset got thrown down and a bit of disappointment, wondering how I was going to cope with that one tomorrow. But then, we a little bit of luck and, back from the dead. I guess that's what can happen in these big games. A lot of opportunities lost from both teams in terms of try scoring opportunities, and it was a pretty dramatic game, all right, and supported by an awesome crowd, which we loved.
Iohn, the forward exchanges, the Stormers seemed to get on top in quite a lot of the set pieces. Was that a surprise?
We obviously, Stormers target our scrum. Obviously losing Vincent early wasn't part of the plan. They targeted our loose head, and there was a bit happening up the front. That's why we saw some penalties going both ways. But we will be disappointed with that scrummaging performance from us, and we'll definitely be looking at that.
Yeah, they had a lot of opportunities. You guys just hung in, kept hanging in, and it's that culture that you've been trying to cultivate all along. Otherwise, you would never have won that.
Yeah, that's right. And that's great, isn't it? If you get a lot of stuff right in your environment, sometimes you can escape with a little bit of magic. Escape with a win when you might have think you lose and a loss. So, but our line-out didn't function either properly tonight. So, playing against a strong Stormers side with your set piece under pressure is always going to create a little bit of anxiety with the way we were going to play our game. But I think Mike proud of the boys. So this week's always a difficult week, bringing the boys back in, and I was really pleased the way the character we showed. We'll be better for it next week.
And some nice breakout play under pressure from guys like Mapimpi and Andre Estesen. The guys just kept going. Hooker finishing so well. So the guys just kept going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like some of that rugby, that unstructured rugby, where the game was going 50 metres one way and 50 metres the other way, was certainly spectacular to watch. And I guess that's why we got such a big crowd, because they know that in these big derby games where we're going to get two good sides having a go at each other, and South African teams, it's going to be fun to watch. But tough on the old coach.
Coach, 5 wins on the spin now. I think around this time last year you did mention that you probably need like a year to try and improve and get the team to where you want it to be. Did you envisage this performance of the Sharks from what you said last year? Do you think you're getting to that sweet spot now?
No, it's a good question. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes, and a lot of the management are doing a lot of good work and in that space to create the environment that we want. But you've got to hand it to the boys. If they don't buy into it, then it doesn't happen. So a lot of our leaders are doing some great work, and the team is connected. Win or lose, we try to have a lot of fun at work and make it a good place to be. And on top of that, we've got some good talent. So get all that right, and you can have a little bit of success. So I guess we're on the way, but we just apart from winning the Challenge Cup and the Curry Cup's great, but we're after we're after a bigger prize, but there's still a long way to go.
Just coach, in terms of Sia Kolisi, the captain, playing at 8th man, you must be pleased with that performance today from him. Obviously, you're playing at 8th, not at 6th normally, so must be chuffed with that selection.
Yeah. Look, Sia's did a great job out there tonight. kept the boys calm, and we was under a lot of pressure, obviously with some of our set piece work not working, and yeah, really proud of him. He's very good at analysing the game and understanding the struggles, if you like. And this week it wasn't perfect, but we rely on those big players stepping up. So obviously without Bongi there and Eben there, a little bit harder for the pack. But pleased with the way Jason Jenkins played. Dylan Richardson had his moments, but yeah, all the Lucy's I thought were really good. But yeah, sort of it's hard to give everything a tick because clearly it wasn't perfect, and the Stormers put us under a lot of pressure, like we knew they would. And when you're, I guess, kicking off and you've got 14 men, and there's one team you don't want to be playing against, and that's the Stormers, because they'll find a line break somewhere, and like I say, could have lost it, and they'll probably be very disappointed. But they also will be looking at some opportunities that they didn't finish, a drop pass or whatever. So they'll be disappointed with some of the stuff that they could have controlled.
Plum, just your thoughts, your emotions at the end of the game. It looked like they'd won, and then there's kind of like this. Oh, hang on, let's have another look. I mean, it's always going through your mind.
Yeah, the headset went off and it got thrown into the computer, so there's probably a bit of damage done there. I'm normally pretty calm, but yeah, it showed a little bit of emotion there, and then I got all the coaches in to everyone to take a breath. Look, we need to get our heart rates back down to normal because we're all aging. So, well, I'm aging, so I'm at risk of a stroke. But no, it was tough. And I was chatting to someone about it during the week. We said, why do I like coaching? I said, well, it's sort of like bungee jumping, and you're not sure whether you've got to have a rope on or not. And tonight the rope stayed on.
Final two questions, please. Let's
Coach,
go, and then you, Michael.
Coach, just a word on Fasi, another man of the match performance today, but almost spoiled it in the end there with that knock-on.
Yeah, playing well, on top of his game, loving his rugby, in that confidence space. He loves it, the opportunities get now with the kicking game, which balls around, that they've changed around protecting the kick, so now it's so good under the high ball, and it's really designed for him. Like he can just go from strength to strength. Fussy could be one of the best fullbacks in the world, if not. And good on him, he deserves it. He's worked hard.
Thank you. We'll go with you, and then Michael to close.
Coach, any up and coming players you'd like to see in the next game?
Oh God, I haven't thought about that, buddy. I'll have a beer first and I'll worry about that next week.
Michael?
Done 3 wins over the past champions. Obviously gives you guys a lot of confidence, but the guys seem to know what they're all about and an understanding of what it takes to win. That's a growth thing, and obviously something that you must be really happy about at the moment.
Yeah, and I think to add to that as well, like just want to win at home. We want the people to come and watch us. It's Marco's and the other investors' dream that this place gets well supported, and I just love the fact that we had a big crowd to support the boys tonight. We've themed the Kings Park around our own little personal theme, and we want to be hard to beat in Durban, and last year we certainly weren't that. So right now we're 3 from 3, and just want to keep that going.
Guys, with that, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Right.